It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I was in Aldi and I picked up another one of those Maggi Noodles. Now, these are called hot meals. Authentic Malaysian Sylok, maybe even Suk. They're 90 grams, but I reviewed they were like a spicy chicken goreng version. And they were really good because there's lots of ingredients. They were only £1.50. So what you do, you got your line here. You pull this back, pull the lid back halfway. You might remember this brand, or you might buy this brand as like a 5-pack of cheap chicken noodles for £1 for 5, something like that. From somewhere like B&M or Home Bargains. But it's nice to see that they kind of branched out into something with a little bit more quality. And when I say quality, I mean like it comes with a little fork, which I'm not going to use. Oh, the goreng come with like this gravy sort of soy sauce, which is spicy. These are just 2 powders. A lengkap dengan saya, so that's going to be your vegetables. I say vegetables, bits of veg. And this is the kari cow, which is probably going to be your spice. So let's boil the kettle. These go in beforehand, so we just chuck these in. And well, let's make sure. Yeah, there's no plastic pouch underneath the noodles. There's the noodles. Let's get this stuff in. There's all crispy bits in there, but I've got to be quick. There's your spice. Hot water. Up to the line. And then what I do with a fork, give them a bit of a kind of like a mush round. They break up almost immediately. Break them up a bit. Let the water seep in. And then put the lid down. And then put the fork on the top of the lid. Like so. And then leave that for about 4 minutes. So I'll be back in 4 minutes to try these spicy noodles. Right, okay, these noodles are ready. Let's get into them. Ripping that film lid back. Quite a bit of vegetation in here. I say vegetation, it's like a bit, tiny little bits of biscuit and green herbs. Let me show you. Ooh. How much can I tilt this? Oh, quite a way. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. It's like little bits of croutons, like little bits of bread or something. Let's try it. With spices slow cooked to perfection. My goodness me, that is warm. Just tasting that little bit of whatever it is. I thought it was breadcrumb or something, but maybe it's some... It's got to be veg, because if you... Wow! These are hotter than the spicy chicken. And I'm only eating tiny amounts of the bits of vegetation. Wow, these are hot. You know, like when a brand brings out a 5-pack of chicken noodles for like 10 years and that's all you're used to buying, like Maggie's chicken noodles, you get used to paying like £1 for 5 packs, and it becomes, the name almost becomes ruined, doesn't it, by the fact that it's just cheap noodles, like 15p a pack. This just proves that Maggi, when they want to, can make something really interesting in the noodle world. Oh, they are. Woo! They're warm. They're really warm. So what are we getting? I boiled the kettle. I made a cup of tea. I'm not sure if you noticed today. But what are we getting from these noodles then? Is it just spice? Is it just horrendous spice for the sake of horrendous spice? It's sort of, you know, your fruity gravy, your fruity curry. It's a bit like that, but on an enormous scale. The tip of my tongue is like poof, with the spice. It really is kind of flying at me. It's a really lovely flavour. Would I buy these again in Aldi for £1.50? Absolutely I would. Absolutely. I love a noodle, as you all know. The base is still a little bit too hot to drink. I will get to it in a moment. I will say, and that's going to be the real heat when I drink some of that juicy base stuff. I just want to know what this is. I seen it when I was pouring out the vegetation from the pack into the pot. This is going to sound crazy, but it's got the feel and taste of chicken. Is it chicken? Soy protein concentrate, flavour, and wheat, dried leek, garlic, humic content, thickener, caramelized sugar, colours, ammonia, caramel, paprika, extract, acid. Right, okay, so celery, crustaceans they call them, crustaceans, fish, mollusks, sesame and milk. Tastes like chicken. I'm actually eating fish. There's nothing on the front of this. Can you imagine being a vegan or a vegetarian? Reading the front of this and thinking, oh yeah, they're all right. And then realising that the big chunky bits are bits of fish. These bits, there's loads of it. There's loads of little bits of hidden bits of fish in here, which, God, that's going to upset the vegans. I do apologise. I should have read the small print. Tastes like chicken. So available in Aldi then, in the middle of Aldi, £1.50. They're not bad. They're not bad at all, these. Kind of something to unblock your nose. You know, if you're feeling a bit coldy and a bit like you want to unblock your nose? Yeah, just have a bowl of these. Right, let's drink down some of this juice then. This is going to be the hot part now. Wow, that is full on. That's almost Samyang-esque. That's almost like a Samyang nuclear fire noodle in the heat. But with spicy curry. I'm going to rate these. Why do I pick up these noodles? Why do I do it? I like the ease of use of it. I like the fact you can boil a kettle, cook them up, eat them. I do struggle on my 6 mile walk. When I go for a 6 mile walk, I'll get about 3 or 4 miles in and I'll suddenly become really hungry. So they don't really fill you up massively, but they fill a hole. And for £1.50 with some heat and some veg and bits of fish in there and noodle and spice and £1.50 in the middle of Aldi, I like it enough to give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.